trying to focus on one thing. But yeah, I basically started from scratch, like knew nothing about internet marketing, about email, landing page and stuff. So yeah, pretty much from zero. Didn't have any like warm market list that I could tap into. So yeah, the amount that I've made is I would 95% from cold traffic, people that I've never met before.
Yeah, definitely. So you really started from nothing, and I know that I personally begged you over and over and over again for the information that you're going to share tonight and a lot of the skill sets that you've developed. And that's why I'm so excited. This is probably like the best webinar that we have done so far, and it's because we get to have you on it. So I'm really grateful. I'm sure everybody on this webinar, all 500 people right now, are super grateful to have you on the webinar. So let me switch over to your screen here and see if that works. Okay, it should have switched over to you. Do you see that?
Yeah, let me just um, show my screen. Yeah, can you guys see my screen? Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen. Okay, and just before you start, guys, once again, if you stay until the very end tonight, after the question and answer, at the very, very end, we have a special bonus that we're going to give that we've made just for this webinar. And another question that we always, always get is, will this webinar be recorded? So this webinar will be recorded. I'm recording it right now, and we will get a replay up to you within 24 hours so that you can go back and you can refresh yourself on everything that Adeline's going to cover in this webinar. And guys, just real quick, if you can see the screen, you can hear Adeline and all that technical stuff is working fine for you. Can you just throw a 1 in the chat box for us? Okay, it looks good. All right, Adeline, you're good to go.
All right, great. So again, guys, I'm super excited to be here today. And again, for the first time ever, I'm actually doing this webinar with you guys to show you how to make $250,000 in 12 months just by promoting Mobe Live events. Again, without any public speaking, branding, solo ads, or dealing with any complicated, messy sales funnels. Now, so before I start, I just want to know, who are you guys excited to learn this? So if you're excited, please type in the chat box saying, yes, I'm excited, Adeline. And let's see who's here today. Okay, so we have like Kevin, Paul, is it Ray, Jacqueline, Michelle, Jimmy, Richard. How are you, Richard? David Mitchell here, Nick, Jeremy, Vanessa, Clayton. Hey, it's good to have you. Okay, so, woohoo, Kim, that's great. So, okay, so again, I'm about to show you guys how you can make 6 figures in the next 12 months. Gonna make more money in the next 12 months than you have ever made in online marketing, because that's basically what I have achieved in the past 18 months, starting from literally from scratch. Okay, now before I start, I just want to make a confession. I'd like to start this off just saying that, I actually made $250,000 in commissions without actually don't do 95% of what the other market. So what I'm about to share with you is really, really something that's simple, that anyone who even didn't have any experience before, didn't have big brands, didn't have like super sales funnel, would be able to go and take this information and get results. So, all right, so basically my goal in this webinar is really to give you the 3 big online wealth secrets that will get you from being confused, stuck, overwhelmed to achieving clarity and getting into positive cash flow, because everything in business is really about making a positive cash flow. Making profits is not about how much money you're getting in, but it's like how much money you're pocketing minus all the expenses that you made, and that's how you're going to keep your business going. Right? And second, I would like to give you the time-tested, step-by-step paint by numbers framework to promote IMF and HBS events to generate 5-figure paydays like clockwork. And finally, I'd like to introduce a special invitation for select 100 future success stories. So let's get started. Again, as Steve mentioned, if you stay until the end, we have a very special bonus that we're going to give out to you guys. It's going to be super cool, and it's going to help you a lot in your marketing. So make sure you stay until the end. Now, what makes this different? What makes this webinar different? You know, what I'm about to share with you is not something that I just read and I learned from courses, but it's really something that I actually did. Something like what I'm about to share you is something that I teach from experience. I really invested my hard-earned money, you know, like making tons of mistakes, doing some trial and errors, just really trying to find out what works. And you know, once I did that, like I basically just keep doing what's working for me, and you know, like, and that's what I'm about to share you today. So it's gonna save you a lot of time, a lot of money, help you shortcut your learning curve, and I don't want you to repeat the same mistakes that I made. So if that sounds good to you, then let's move on. Now, again, you know, I don't know if you know this person. He's one of my good friend, and also like I'm really great to be able to have the chance to meet him. His name is Russell Whitney. He's the head leader of the Mobe events worldwide. Now I'm just going to share with you, and he's really basically kind enough to give me a bit of testimonial about what I have achieved and my partner Luke Lim in promoting events.
Hi, this is Russell Whitney, and I've been doing events around the world for over 15 years and worked with some of the top event promoters and marketers out there. I just want to say, particularly for the Mobe business, one of the best out there that are filling rooms right now and promoting events are Luke and Adeline. I highly recommend you get some training and education from them specifically on how you can promote your Mobe business and also how you can start filling rooms. Every time I do one of their events, when I go over to other countries, anywhere in the world, they maximize and put the most amount of people in the room every single time. So if you want to learn how to promote events, I highly recommend you start working with Luke and Adeline.
Okay, that's one thing that I really love about the video is that you can see like his big smile at the end of the video, and I would probably understand why, because we just got that events in Singapore and Hong Kong. That's I think our last two events that we just finished recently, and you know, we really did some good numbers. There was like over 100 people in the room. And you know, it was just really an amazing experience, and just to be able to be here and be part of it, and also help, you know, fill seats in the room has been a really great and rewarding experience. So okay, and also, you know, again, as Steve mentioned, I don't mean to brag, but you know, I really just want to show you what's possible for someone who 18 months ago started from scratch to be able to generate over $250,000 in commissions. And you know, I just really want to inspire you guys that, you know, even like Matt himself also acknowledged, as Steve said, that out of the 60,000 plus Mobe affiliates, sorry, my screen got stuck. Okay, so yeah, so Luke Lim and myself is considered the biggest asset when it comes to promoting live events. Now again, some of you might not know who I am. So again, just a bit about myself. My name is Adeline Sugianto. I started internet marketing pretty much 18 months ago, right? And fast forward to 18 months later, basically I have created some courses and actually co-author a book called My Online Sales Machine with Matt Lloyd himself. I'm actually also international speaker. I've traveled around the world to Malaysia, Singapore, Australia, to share with people like what I know about Facebook marketing and how I use that in my strategies in my campaign to actually bring in 6 figures in the first 12 months. Again, I'm also one of the Mobe top earner and also a diamond member. So you can see here a picture of me, myself, and Matt and Shakir and John Chow at the recent platinum event in KK, where I just got awarded my $100,000 ring. And also, again, last but not least, together with my business partner, Luke Lim, you can see his picture down below. I'm sure a lot of you also know Luke Lim, but he couldn't be here today. Collectively, we've made $500,000 in commissions, and that equals to over $1 million in sales. So like we have generated 7 figures in sales in less than 18 months just by promoting live events alone. Okay, so yeah, over the course of 12 months, we've also managed to pocket a pretty nice cash prizes. You can see here from the recent days, just October, August, pretty much we topped the leaderboard. We came first place, and and just be able to be on the leaderboard with some of the big names like Shakir Hussain, Darren Selkut, and a few other guys as well. Sorry, I don't know. Sorry guys, my screen just like had some problems. Why is it?
Adeline,
Sorry, it just got stuck. I don't know, like there's this like the control panel just keep popping up and it's just like disturb the screen.
Can you just make that window a little bit bigger and just do it from there?
Okay.
Instead of making it full.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yep, full screen.
If you go through full screen.
Okay, hopefully it's all right now.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah. So again, as Steve said, collectively so far until today, we have brought in close to 500 HBS tickets, and we've won about $50,000 in contest prizes, and also, pocketed $500,000 in commissions in less than 18 months. So, yeah. So from here you can see that obviously I've done a lot of things right. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to get such results. But it's not as beautiful as you thought, because obviously all those results, I have also done a lot of things wrong, right? When I first started, I really tried to do everything by myself instead of finding a coach, thinking that I could figure this all out by myself. I have all the time in the world. I can pretty much figure this out by myself. Although it's gonna take me some time. And then like I also I tried to learn like a lot of different traffic methods at once. Like I was reading a bit of like banner ads about PPV, and surprisingly, Facebook was one of the last one that I actually explored, because I was just so scared. I don't know why. Like it feels complicated to me at first. So I really tried learning, probably like hundreds of different things at once, and I said to myself, I want to be good at every single one of it, and instead of just focusing on one thing. And as a result, not surprised, I just got really overwhelmed. Like I got nowhere. I was just like going around in a circle, and basically got no results at all. Now, another things that I that I did wrong was like I didn't want to invest in paid traffic. Like to me, paid traffic is super scary. Why? Because I felt like I'm just really afraid to lose the money that I invested in, right? That I spent. Actually, I never saw it as investment. I always saw it as an expense. So I spent a lot of times and a lot of my energy and my time worrying, like what if I lose this money? Instead of thinking, and instead of using the resources, the time and the effort, I make my campaign better? Like how I can maximize, like every dollar that I put into traffic, to give me the best ROI. Right, so that's really like a big mistake that really hinders me from making progress. That's like that basically prevents me from being able to spend big in my advertising. So again, I didn't really track when I started paid advertising, I didn't really track properly my campaign, and that's why that really kills me, and I couldn't really scale predictably, right? So there's like, it's all really just a numbers game, and if you don't have like a proven step-by-step system and strategies on how you control your spending, then basically, like chances are you're not gonna make profits. Like you will be very lucky to break even. Again, one of my biggest mistakes is, again, I was always in a learning mode. I tried to learn, and I thought like, I don't think I'm good enough to start my campaign. Like I think I need some more time to actually perfect my knowledge on this traffic source, and really that's just like kills me. Like, but once I just like go ahead and start investing money and just like learn from my experience and perfect my campaign along the way, because like you spend a little bit of money, you get feedback on what's working and what's not working, and then you just stop what's not working and just keep doing what's working and just scale it big. And that's how I was just able to get results, although like I was pretty much brand new in my first couple of months. So again, after doing this for 15 months, doing paid advertising, I learned a couple of things, right? So again, if you really want to shortcut your learning, you should really, instead of trying to figure things out by myself, really learn from people who are getting results. So again, I shared with you how I had this mentality to, it's okay, like I would be able to figure this all out. Like I don't really need anyone to help me out. But then, when I didn't get much results, I started to think like, hey, obviously I probably did something wrong here. And I was open to actually listen for advice and, try to find someone who is really good at paid traffic, someone who's getting like really good ROI for every dollar that he spent on paid advertising. Like for every $1 on average, like you would get about $4 back, and pretty much on automation. And that's, I look at him and I basically pretty much say to myself, yeah, this is the guy that I want to learn from. And that's basically one of the turning point in my business, just basically being mentored and being coached from someone who actually got results, someone who really knows about paid advertising. Again, the second thing is that you need to follow systems that are working. Yes, Steve, can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry, I just want to jump in real quick. Hey guys,
Steve?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I just wanted to jump in real quick, guys. Like Adeline said, when she first started out, she struggled, did a lot of things wrong, did a lot of things right. Just as a survey question, how many of you right now are trying Facebook advertising, you can't quite get it, or you're stuck in the student mode and you haven't started your campaigns yet, or you're just struggling with your advertising? How many of you guys out there are experiencing those and would like to be mentored and learn from somebody who's already done it, someone like Adeline? Definitely getting a lot of yeses here. Okay, so clearly getting your Facebook right and getting your ads right. Some of you are having some issues with afraid of getting Facebook account shut down. So all that stuff, guys. I mean, Adeline has made these mistakes over and over and over again. I mean, she's been doing Facebook advertising for 18 months now. So if you're stuck and you can't get Facebook right, you can't get it to click, and you can't get your registration campaigns going, then I'm really glad that you're joining us for this webinar tonight, because Adeline is definitely going to fill some of those gaps for you guys. Okay, Adeline, thank you. I just wanted to check on that.
That's great, Steve. Yeah, definitely. I will cover some of those points later on my slide. So, yeah, That's a good point. Okay, so second is that follow systems that are working right now. Do not reinvent the wheel, right? So if you see someone's getting results with what they're doing, and it's something that's simple and duplicatable, again, what you want to do is that like just use a model after what they're doing and do not reinvent the wheel, because it's just gonna waste you a lot of time and money. Again, the last thing is that you really want to use simple funnels, right? And do not overcomplicate it. Now, this is the thing that I saw from a lot of people, and including myself included. A lot of people didn't get results because they actually spent their time on the wrong activities, right? They spend time on activities that actually do not really bring cash into the business, right? So when I first started, I actually also got stuck a lot in trying to create a perfect funnels, like I tried to have a professional website. I tried to try to make a lot of videos and that will go to my blog, and just thinking that I really need like super funnel, like I really need a good brand out there to be able to get results. So I spent a lot of time trying to build funnels that like with this kind of like business model, the live events model. I'll share with you later on why you can just use simple funnels, like use a very simple funnels, but have like a couple of simple things in your funnels that will actually increase conversion. So again, for me, keep it simple, keep it super simple, and like that's what enables you to see the bigger picture and focus on activities that's really gonna bring in the revenue, right? So again, I discovered this the hard way, really. Like I had to spend the first couple of months. I was lucky that I didn't spend years, get stuck in these mistakes, but still I lost a couple of good months trying to basically get results, right? Again, I discovered this really the hard way, and I don't want you to make the same mistakes. You're gonna get to cheat and get the easy way out from this webinar, basically. Now the hard way. Okay, so when I first started, before I actually got results, again, I said that I was just so scared of paid traffic. It's really like I really see it as an expense. Basically, every time I give my money to Facebook, I just felt like, oh no, like this is probably just gonna go down the drain. I'm probably not gonna be able to get results or get my money back. I was just so scared. So I was like, okay, all right, maybe I should start with my friends and family first. So in July 2014, there's like, 'cause I live in Sydney back then, and my there's this home business summit coming up in Sydney for the first time. So I thought like, and they had like some really good cash prizes. That I think first prize you're gonna get like 6,000 and second prize 4,000. So I was like, okay, I had to promote this, right? I didn't know how, but I had to promote this. But again, I didn't want to go the paid traffic way because I'm just afraid to lose money. So I started going around and asking my friends, basically, hey, do you want to come to this event? Now, honestly, I spent a lot of time, right? I got like pretty good number of tickets. I came second, but I really had to invest pretty much a lot of time, a few hours a day, just to try to get like those tickets. Now, if I look back to what I was doing, yeah, that was just really not practical. It's something that's not scalable, something that you should I would not advise people do, because that's really not giving you the best use of your time. So yeah, although I got like quite a few tickets, but then like I think to myself like, okay, like, oh, they announced that they're gonna come back a few months later and doing another home business summit in Sydney. But then I thought to myself, pretty much I have exhausted my friends list. Again, I came from an engineering background. I didn't have a lot of people who are very entrepreneurial. I don't have a lot of friends. Most of them, they just like their own engineering project. they're very scientific, and yeah, which is fine. Like, if they that's what they like to do, it's totally cool. But like, again, the point is that I didn't have a lot of warm market, like a big warm market that I could tap into. So I was like, okay, well, the next time they're gonna come here, what I'm gonna do? Like, basically, I don't have anyone to promote to, and and either I change the offer, right, and keep my traffic source, which is trying to pitch friends and family, or I can see like the live events, as Steve said, it has a lot of good points. I keep the offer, and I just have to force myself to learn a different traffic source, right? And that's when I realized, like, it's really important when you're doing your advertising. You have to be able to scale if you really want to make good money, and paid traffic is really the way to go. And forget about free traffic. You might be able to make good amount of money, but it's not going to be as sustainable and as scalable as paid traffic. So that was one of my biggest revelations. The other thing, again, I really tried to learn a lot of things. I tried 1,000 things at once, right? I tried to learn, like, PPV, banner ads, PPC, pretty much at the same time. And then that, like, you can see that picture, literally, like, I was just like stuck, frustrated. I was really overwhelmed. I just really didn't know where to go. Like, I didn't know what I should do. And now I think about it, now I actually realize why people actually have the tendency to, including myself again, to try many, many different things at once, right? Because well, what I think is that because a lot of the marketers, or like the courses, the lessons that they teach you out there, probably they're not simple enough, right, for an average person to learn. And that's how they probably try to make their money, and by coming up with new things, one after the other, and that's really distract people, and they eventually they suffer from this shiny object syndrome, right? Because if the strategies that they're going to share with you is not simple enough, what happens is that people could not really follow and get results, right? And once they just like found a little obstacle, most people will just give up, and they thought, what they teach just doesn't work, and I'm just going to try and do something else now. And as a result, people never really spend enough time and effort to actually focus on one thing and really try to make it work. Again, spending time focusing on complicated sales funnel and branding. Again, I mentioned it to you. Yeah, I really thought I had to have like the professional blogs, the videos, awesome email follow-ups that probably will take me at least an hour per email to write. I was really spending a lot of time on that instead of learning traffic and focusing on one traffic method. And that cost me a good few months. Right? So do you want the easy way that get results, fast and simple step-by-step system? So if you would like to do if you would like to know this, type in a chat box saying, yes, Adeline, I'd like to know this. Yes, 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 I'm really excited. Okay, cool. Like, a lot of you said, yes, Adeline, I really want to know. Super excited to learn all this fast and simple system. Again, guys, what I'm about to share with you is something that's simple, something that even an average person who doesn't have big brands, like what I did, like basically like what I was 18 months ago, would be able to do. Right? Again, in the past 12 months, I've made 250,000. Again, I didn't really expose myself much. Naturally, I'm just a very shy introvert person. I don't really like to put myself out there. So if I could make my money just by like hiding behind a computer, I would be like super happy. Right? Again, I didn't buy solo ads. I didn't do any blogging, just because I don't have the discipline to just write every single day. I didn't make any videos because, yeah, I tried to be perfect every time. Oh, my hair is not good enough. Oh, I think I sounded funny in that for a few seconds. I'll just like keep retaking the video and again, and I ended up spending too much time just to make one video. Branding, again, I didn't have big brands back then. I had no brands at all, actually, and any complicated sales funnel jargons. Right, so again, 3 secrets, right? The 3 secrets to making 250K in 18 months, basically. Number 1, I can make more one weekend promoting Mobe live events than I can in 6 months doing typical online marketing, promoting something else, right? Second secret is that, again, I mentioned this a couple of times, I use simple, easy to set up, duplicatable funnel that actually converts. I always love to keep things simple. And secret number 3 is that, I made $250,000. Again, I only need to drive traffic to make this work. No personal videos, no branding, no blogging, no speaking on stage, no one-on-one selling. Okay, so let's go through secret number 1. I can make more in one weekend promoting Mobe live events than I can in 6 months doing typical online marketing. So one of our best results has been back in July, when we actually made $85,000 just from the Home Business Summit in Singapore, from MLRs, titanium, platinums, and diamonds, right? You can see Matt here posted our results, and plus tickets and contest prizes, all up, it's over $90,000. I'm gonna show you some numbers here so you know how I actually got to that $90,000. Back then, basically, again, these numbers I don't really share it with a lot of people, but because today, I just share it on this webinar today. It's a special occasion. I just really want you guys to have a bit of an idea, right? And if you want to do paid advertising, always keep tracks on a number. That's probably one of the most important advice that I learned from the paid traffic guru that I learned from. So I had 364 registrations, and about 30-40% people attended the event, right? And out of this 144 people, about 40 HBS tickets sold, and that's really impressive. That's like about 30% conversions, or even more, right? Now, out of these 40 tickets, about 15 of them, about 1/3, about 33%, close to 40% actually went MLR, right? And more than half actually went titanium, right? So, and then out of the people who went titanium, again, close to half went platinum, and about 20% of the platinum went diamond. Now, if you know the company's average stats, this is really, really above average, right? Again, why? Because first, it's live events, right? And why live event is a good offer? Live events basically has higher conversions. Again, like the stats that I showed you, part of the reason why the conversions is above company average, because it's a live events model. Right? You can see, in a typical online sales funnel, just to get a buyer, normally the typical conversions is 5%, less than 5%. It's somewhere between 1 to 3. Right? You can see from the previous slides, to get a HBS ticket buyer, you can see the conversions actually 30%. Now, I'm being conservative here. I said just 25% front-end sales conversions as opposed to 5%, right? And then, so on the back end, the high-ticket item, the company's average probably going from MTTB to MLRs is about, I would say maybe about 15%. But you can see from these events, it's at least like 33%. It's about 40% in that case, going from HBS tickets to MLR. Right? And really, the reason is simple, because when you go to live events, it really creates the belief factor, right? People are there, people see that you are real. People can talk to you. People can feel you. People can feel the energy. Right? It's giving you really, really high conversion as opposed to a typical online funnel. So just by increasing this conversion alone, by changing the the funnel, the business model, you can make easily, without doing much changes, 5 times more money, right? Again, the great thing about live events is because it's really scalable. Whenever you want to invest in a model, you really want to find something that's sustainable and scalable. And the great thing about live event is that you have mass audience conversion. Same thing when you're doing webinar, when you're doing events. You put a lot of people in the room at once, right? And then you basically like spend the same amount of time, but you actually get more leverage by selling to a mass audience. And that's one of the reasons why we are able to pull in close to 6 figures in just one weekend. Again, Steve said it's fast funnel, right? You can collect automated big ticket commission fast. Imagine like how would you feel if you could collect $90,000 in just like one weekend in 3 days? Again, part of it is because people see, like, it just has the belief factor. People see that this is real. It's not it's not a scam. It's real people like speaking on stage, sharing amazing value, and also like sharing their success stories, sharing their stories, like why they got started and what their downfall was and how they're able to overcome that to get results. It's just like a very inspiring occasion. Right, and the great thing is that the closers that they have, the people who speak on stage, they're very carefully selected. They have like 20 years experience. They're basically veteran sellers, and you can just sit back, relax, and pretty much watch your commissions coming in. Now, I had to admit that every time my commissions comes in, it's pretty much when I was asleep, right? Next time I woke up, like I just saw a bunch of sales coming in. So it's great. You really don't have to be there. And another great thing is that, and one of the reasons why I'm doing this webinar with you guys, because Matt and Ross basically came up to us and they told us, hey, there's actually like a bunch of new markets for the IMFs opening up in the next couple of months. Yeah, I know that they just did one in Scotland. There's gonna like open up a couple of new markets in Europe. They had a lot in the United States as always. I think they just started Canada, and I know that they're also gonna open up a lot more new markets in Asia. So really, there's a lot of there's enough opportunities for every single one of you to participate in this like promoting live events and get the same results as basically Luke and as me, provided that you actually take action and follow the proven step-by-step system that I'm about to share with you. So guys, this is really big, this is really exciting. There's just so much more new markets, and it's just like super awesome. Okay, so basically secret number 2 is that I use simple, easy, duplicatable funnel that converts. All right, again, the key is simple. The word that I want to emphasize here is simple. Simplicity is really key, right? In my engineering career, I was really taught to just make things simple. Make it simple for the end user and do not overcomplicate it. Because why? When it's simple, then it means that other people can follow, right? Other people can duplicate it to get results. And even an average person who didn't have much experience before can succeed, right? And that's why you can teach the same thing to your team members. They can just copy and paste the systems, and you can make good residual income from this. Now, let me just illustrate what happens when your team actually also starts getting results. Now, Luke and I did this IMF promotions about 15 months ago, right? And again, because he was not positioned, he actually passed up 40K in commissions, right? And then, like on top of that, from the event promotions that we did, from that effort, he actually gave $60,000 of second-tier commissions to his sponsor. So obviously his sponsor is very happy, right? Now, the great thing is that basically he taught what we were doing to one of his team members, Donnie. Donnie, again, just like Luke, he didn't get positioned early, so he passed up about 20K to Luke and also generated like 4K second tier to him. Now, like how would you feel if your team members can duplicate what you're doing, and like you don't really have to do extra work, and you can make extra 5-figure income from pass up and second tier sales. Now, this is just one of examples. Again, like I was chatting to him yesterday, and he was just like, he had this Facebook ad campaigns recently where he actually made, you can see here, it's kind of funny, like in a way, he was like a bit annoyed, but it's funny because it was just from the way he said it, like I've just made $30,000 in sales from that ads, from the Facebook ads that like that you told me to do, but sadly most of it actually goes to my sponsors, and it's like I better go and like go platinum now. Yeah, it's just really amazing when you see your team can duplicate what you're doing and get results. Just like to me, it really gives me satisfactions when I can see people can get results, just like especially for those people who have never had any experience before. And Donnie now is getting really good results, and he's also like sharing what he's doing with the others and help them with their businesses. So I'm really excited to see how his life has changed, and I'm hoping like there will be a few of you here in this webinar that's just going to like take the information that I'm about to share with you and just implement it and also get results. Now, another team member is Dennis from Singapore. Dennis, within 1 month, after he joined, like he was completely brand new, and we also like taught him how to do this. Just basically follow what we're doing, and he was able to get like a ticket at the HBS, and also got his first MLR sales in his first month. Like like he even couldn't believe it, but it's really great feeling, and I could relate to it, because like for me, it took me some time before I could actually make my first sale, but to be able to help other people shortcut their learning curves, and like help them get results in their first month is just really rewarding. You can see like these people have something in common, like they really took massive action. Unlike me in the past, I was just like learning, it's like being pretty much, you can call me wishy-washy, like I was like really indecisive, but these people who really took action on the information that I provided, basically they got results pretty much right away. Right, so again, do you want ultimate passive income? If you do, you really want your team members to be able to use a simple, easy, and duplicatable sales funnel. Again, guys, always keep things simple, right? Because first, like it has to, like, so your team members can duplicate it. And again, when you keep things simple, you can see the bigger picture. You can really spend your time and energy to focus on activities that are bringing you cash into your business, right? So let me just like show you a bit of demonstrations of how my funnel works. Again, I've kept saying that it's really simple. Again, like literally, it's really simple. People spend too much time and effort really to perfect their sales funnel to make it perfect. But again, live events really work differently, right? The conversion is already really, really high because again, people can see you at live events. People can meet you in person. You have like really great closers at the event. The conversion itself is already high, that most of the sales will be made upfront instead of from the follow-up. It does so that's part of the reason why I would spend more of my time on traffic than trying to set up a super awesome sales funnel. Now I'm going to show you what my funnel looks like. Okay, so if you guys want to see this, my funnel, I'm actually literally just gonna share with you what I personally do. So type in the chat box saying that, yes, Adeline, I'm really excited. I want to see your funnel. Say like, I want to see your funnel. Okay, Sylvia said yes. Margaret. Who else is here? Okay, Tanya, San, Ola. Okay, Peter. Hey, Peter. Matey, it's good to have you. Femi. Becky. Okay, we have Jill, Rosalind, Penny. Okay, great guys. Three, is that, I don't know, is that the right way to say it? Bring it on. I love you. I'm about to share with you. Let me just like switch the screen and not that one. Okay, now this is something that I've never really done before, right? And pretty much this is the first time I'm showing you really my ads account and stuff. People has been asking me to show like a sample of my ads, but I never really did it until today. Because like I just want to be transparent with you guys, and I just really hope that this will help you. Right, so this is just one of the ads that I put on. That's from like the Home Business Summit in Malaysia back in December, and I think we got about 25 tickets just promoting that one single event. Oops. Yeah, it's okay. Okay, so yeah, this is basically the sample of ads that I'm using on mobile. So what happened is that when you see these kind of ads on your mobile, naturally, if you're interested, right, you will click on it. Now, what happened is that after you click on it, you will go to a landing page, right? So yeah, again, this is like what you need to do is just put some details about the event, just make it clear what this is all about, because Facebook just hates it. It hates it if you don't have like, if they couldn't identify what offer you're promoting. So say it's a free workshop and have like a couple of points telling what this is all about, so they know that you're not promoting something scammy, because you have clear information about what it is all about, right? And then you just have like this register button and have all this like legal information and all this contact information, right? Again, I advise you doing it this way because you really want to collect people's email address. Now, I know like some people like they don't like, they just go straight to the sales page, the registration page, which is fine. But again, I always like to build the list because the list is just like really gold. All the big marketers who are doing like solo ads, especially like Shakir, he always said, like the money is really in a relationship with your list. So you can't build a relationship if you don't even build a list, right? So I always do it this way. Your list is just one of your biggest asset in your marketing, right? So even like if I had to pay more to get a registrant, I would still build my list. I will not skip this landing page for the world, right? So again, so from the ads, you click on the ads, and then you see like this landing page, and you will put your name and email, or just email. It works better in some cases, and then you click register now. Now, what happened is that when they do that, then they will go to this what I call the sales page, right? This is basically a Mobe sales page. You can like there's a video of Matt talking about what I Am Freedom is all about, and then the information where the location is, and at the bottom basically they can fill out their information and get a free ticket to the workshop, right? And when they click secure your seat, they will basically register for the workshop. It's very simple. Again, you have your ads, and I'll show you just 3 simple steps. Have your ads, send them to a landing page. I always send them to a landing page because I really want to build my list. And then after you send them to a landing page, you just send them to the Mobe's registration page with your affiliate link. It's really, it's pretty much that simple, right? And then so for those who registered, for those who put in their email address, again, you will send them email follow-ups. Again, email follow-ups, that you really want to position yourself in your email as someone that is helpful, someone that's gonna support them, someone who can add value into their lives and into their business. And you really want to get them to reach out to you instead of you chasing after them, because again, it's not really the best use of your time. I would rather spend my time, instead of chasing after them, I would just spend my time bringing more traffic, right? So again, if you can just like use that simple tweaks to make it work, if you can just like make a few little changes to just basically save your time and increase conversions, then by all means, like, please do that. Because like, simple doesn't mean that it will not work. Simple is actually it's probably one of the, like, I always try to keep things simple. Do not overcomplicate things. Yeah, all you need to do is just make some simple tweaks, make sure like you have like some really good points in your like copy, and in your email follow-ups, in your landing page, just to get them to sign up, right? Again, keep it simple, guys. Again, I can't emphasize this enough. Just keep really your funnels very simple.
Hey, Adeline, can I just jump in and clarify a few things?
Yeah, sure.
Perfect. Okay, guys, if you notice on Adeline's landing page, which a lot of you probably forget, at the bottom she has legal information. She has terms and conditions, things like that. That's really, really important. If you're getting shut down by Facebook, that could be one of the things that's getting you shut down. So she actually has a business address and terms and condition at the bottom of that page there. And that whole landing page that she's using right now, she actually made in lead pages. So it's very, very simple to set up. Things can look really, really complicated at the beginning, but that is the exact funnel that she's using to, generate 400 registrations for an event. So she sends them from the ad to the landing page. And somebody asked, is that a Mobe landing page or is that her own landing page? That is actually her own landing page that she set up to lead pages so that she can build her list, so that she can remarket new events and other products to her audience, and then she is sending them to the Mobe affiliate link to get them to register for the event. So that's the step-by-step process right there. As you can see, it's very simple, and what Adeline talks about a lot is taking action and not being stuck in that student mode. So you really, really need to take action, and really capitalize on what you guys have here. And definitely finding a mentor in this industry, somebody who knows what they're doing, is very, very important. It can look very simple, but when you actually go and do it yourself, you can come across some obstacles. So to have somebody like Adeline to show you the way, to partner with you, that can shave months off your learning curve. Thank you, Adeline.
Thanks, Steve. Yeah, that's great. Actually, like like when I said this for the first time, don't get stuck in the learning mode, in the student mode. You actually came up to me and you said that like that's one thing that you really resonate with, right? And then how does that has changed your life? I mean, like, your business.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, before I started running Facebook ads and promoting events, I mean, I've seen your whole funnel before and things like that. What I really got caught up on was the targeting, and also how you had, a struggle spending money with paid traffic, and afraid of losing the money. I was mainly afraid of losing money because I didn't have much at the time, and I was afraid that I wasn't going to get the targeting right. But what I realized is taking massive action, you can figure that stuff out along the way. So, 3 months later now, I've ran Facebook ad campaigns for live events that have done over, $120,000 in sales. And that was because of those initial conversations we have where, you showed me a few things and basically just told me to take action, and I followed your lead. And, the exact, strategies and techniques that you taught me, I still use to this day. And I like to share that with people when I go to live events and teach them some of the strategies that you've been able to show me. So I'm very, very grateful for that.
Yeah, that's cool. Like, I'm really happy for you, and like how you, yeah, basically you were able to also generate a lot of results from such a, like, in such a short period of time, just by having like a few simple conversation with me and Luke back in the HBS. So yeah, I'm really excited and I'm really happy for you. So that's really great. Um, okay, so so secret number three, again, I only need to drive traffic to make this work. Again, I didn't invest a lot of my time into like building a complicated sales funnel, again, because with live events, guys, you don't really need it. Like all these closers at the live events, they're very experienced. They had like 10, 20 years of experience. They could basically maximize the conversions up front at the event. So again, literally all I did is just drive traffic. Like I didn't even put myself out there. I would just hide behind my computers and do this. And of course, if you want to like expose yourself a little bit more, then you could generate more money. You can maximize your conversions, maximize your ROI. But again, if you don't like it, you don't have to, because like I didn't do any of this. I just basically drive traffic. All right. So okay. So let me just so again, as Steve has mentioned, the traffic source that I've been focusing right now is mainly Facebook. And let me just, if you want me to show you briefly how to place ads on Facebook, and like share with you like a few tips and strategies, type in a chat box that yes, Adeline, I want to see how you place ads on Facebook. Okay, wow, okay, yeah, we have a lot of people say, Ores, show it to me, Adeline, Anna, Ebony, Ian. Hey, Ian, it's good to see you. James, Elliot, Ivan, Margaret, Beverly. Okay, guys, let's walk over to the ads manager. So basically, to create ads, it's just very simple. All you have to do is go to this, like there's an arrow on your like top right hand side, and just click on it, and then they will ask you to select the type of ads that you want, right? So if you're just starting out, like I would recommend you to go to the click to website ads, like this this icon with arrows, send people to your website. And then what you want to put here, again, like where do you want to direct people to? In this case, you really want to direct people to a landing page, right? So you put your landing page URL. You can do this with lead pages, HTML, optimize press, whatever landing page creator you're using, right? So you just basically click continue. Again, all you have to do is just like define your targeting, right? What you want to do is that you want to have this like arrow in the middle, right? So it's not like too broad or not too specific, because if it's too broad, then you're not really targeting anyone. If you're trying to appeal to everyone, you're appealing to no one. If it's too specific, then there is not much room for you to scale, right? So it's all really about scalability. Okay, let's just give it a few minutes to load. Okay, guys, so it's basically pretty simple. Like
You upgraded.
like this is just basically. Pardon?
I said, have you upgraded from dial-up internet connection yet?
No, I'm not at home right now. Okay, well, I don't, okay, so maybe we can come back later. Let me just try again. Sorry, guys. So yeah, Steve, why don't you maybe like, take maybe one good question while we're waiting for this to load and while waiting for me to fix this, or if you want to say anything, or you yourself have any questions, just let me know and I'll answer it while I'm trying to figure this out, why this is not loading.
Okay, definitely. I think we had quite a few questions here. Let's see. Well, I mean, Adeline, I guess something that has definitely helped me is when you explain to me, in terms of scalability, what should your ad costs be? What should you look around for registration? Stuff like that. How do you avoid getting your Facebook ad account shut down?
Yeah. So okay, let me just check if my internet's working at all.
And so, how do you separate landing pages for each country? When you go into your targeting, which Adeline's going to show you in a second, you can actually choose where you want to target, and then you would just send those people to different URLs. So if your domain name is kenmurphy.com, you might have kenmurphy.com/Singapore or /London or /San Diego, stuff like that. So you have separate landing pages for each area.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah. Let me just hang on. Let me just. I might have to like refresh some stuff. Just give me like
You want me to pull it up on my
a
screen?
second.
You can walk me through it.
Yeah. Just give me like real quick. I have to.
Adeline, you still there? Hey guys, can you guys still hear me? Can you just throw a one in the chat box if you can still hear me? Okay, perfect. All right, I think Adeline might be having some trouble with her connection. While she's getting that fixed, what are you guys' top questions about Facebook ads that I can answer for you while we wait her to come back? Adeline, you there?
Uh, yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Steve, maybe let's just like do it on your screen because I don't know why it's just not loading up. So if you can just share your screen and then we'll just do it from your side. Like if you share your screen, log into your ads manager and just go create, click the website ads.
Okay, just one sec. Let's see. Okay, Adeline, can you see my screen right now?
Okay, let me see. Oh yeah, okay, that's cool. Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, so you want to go to send people to your website. So click that, right? And then yeah,
Uh,
put a landing page, right? So assume that's your landing page.
it's just a random website.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, it's not loading very fast.
Uh,
I'll just put any of the landing page that you have used.
do you know what yours is?
Yeah, just put that. It doesn't matter for this purpose.
There we go.
And just continue. Right. So yeah, again, guys, like this is the most important part of your targeting that you want to do. So click the locations again. You pick the locations of the event that you want to do. So for example, Singapore. Steve said Singapore. Right, make sure you target it by the city, not the country, right? And then you put in the age down there, the age, the gender,
Now, what would be
right?
some
Language.
groups to target, Adeline, for Mobe Live events?
Again, like like you want to target, I would say at least 25 years old, right? So it depends on your customer avatar, but I would do 25, at least 25. So you can do like 30, 40. Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Again, languages, like you really want people who can speak English, so you can put English in there, especially in countries that like speak multiple languages. Now, interest, this is very very interesting and very important as well, right? So you really want to target the right interest that suits your target audience, right? So in this case, like if you're doing seminars, then you really want to target people who loves going to seminars. Like, see who are the world's leading entrepreneurs that are doing seminars. Yeah. So what do you think, Steve?
Leading entrepreneurs doing seminars. Like Than Merrill, Robert Kiyosaki, T. Harv Eker, Frank Kern, people like that.
Yeah. So exactly. So yeah, you can put that in, for example. Right, Franklin is more like an internet marketer, not so much a entrepreneurs. But yeah, I mean, you can do that as well. Internet marketers, entrepreneurs. Um, Yeah, again, guys, like I don't really share this much with people, but in this webinar, I'm more than happy, to share with you a couple of like target interests that's been working well for me, so that you can go and implement the information that I take you and and get some results. Now, this is like the common ways of doing targeting, like people use interest, but also Steve, like I know that you've been doing some of this as well. Like you can also like use the behaviors, right? So if you want to target people with specific job titles, yeah, you go to down there and job roles, corporate executives. It depends again who is your ideal target audience is, and Facebook really has a lot of this data that you can mine to actually super like create a lot laser targeted audience, right? So if you're selling products that cost thousands of dollars at the back end, you really want to target people who actually have the money to invest, right? So yeah, so Steve's doing United States, right? So like especially if you're doing events in United States, like Facebook has really good data that you can leverage for your targeting.
Adeline, what would you do within 25 miles, or have you tested that at all?
Yeah, I would keep it 25 miles to start with. Yeah, that's a good range.
And what do you want your potential reach to be around? Is our targeting here too specific for a 35?
Yeah, I would do like 10 to 50K for the people.
That
So you see, guys, like the number change depending on the way you do the targeting, right? But again, what I want is that, see that arrow, like have that within that green arrow, really.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you want it right in the middle there.
Yeah. So because like in some cities, they don't have a big population, so obviously, automatically the potential reach will be like low, right? So, but yeah, I normally just use that arrow, just to as a measure, basically.
Okay, perfect. And then,
Cool.
what do you start out with a small daily budget and slowly move it up, or what's your strategy on that?
Yeah, guys, like you always start small. Like you do $5 or $10 per day. That's basically like more than enough, right? Because you don't know what's working. You don't really want to spend too much time um, doing like spending your money on something that you don't know yet if it's going to work or not, right?
Perfect. And is that,
Yeah,
and
that's
then we
cool.
have some.
Yeah, so that's it, right? So it's very simple, and you can pick your image. Can you go up there, Steve?
Up to the top.
Yeah, the image, yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, so basically you just like insert the image. It's as you find the image that's working for you, that you want to put in. Um, Depending on your ad copy and your message and your target audience, yeah, you want to like yeah, you can upload it from your computer or you just use their library, and then yeah, that's it. And then you write your copy. So there's like the text part on the left, headline text, right?
So, Adeline, yours said something along the lines of, I think your headline was 2 hour IMF workshop or something like that.
Yeah, just say like free workshop, something like that,
And then what's
right? Free work. The text is really like basically something that's enticing, something that's like captures people's attention. Like, yeah, would you like to learn something, right? Yeah, just avoid like the words like home business and like yeah, I would probably wouldn't like write create a part-time income in your spare time. Maybe like build a business. I think it's more um like less make money online thingy.
Yep.
So yeah.
Okay, cool. And then, so how do you separate out and test desktop newsfeed, mobile newsfeed? Do you do it in separate campaigns or all
Yeah.
together in one campaign? Or
Yeah, so just basically do it on separate campaigns. So like if you want to do it on desktop, you remove all the other mobile, desktop, and audience network. Again, like, I don't I don't really get much I don't really get much good results with the right columns, so I would avoid that. I would just test like the desktop newsfeed or mobile newsfeed. Yeah, and also as you can see there is a call to action button, right? You just did that just now.
Oh. Okay, cool. Do you normally use sign up, or do you like to use learn more?
It doesn't matter. I think it works either way. I normally just use sign up, but learn more also works well as well. Again, guys, like, this call to action is very important, okay? Because like, you might think, some people might think that it's really obvious, really to click on an ad and go further along the funnel. But some people, like, they just really need to be told to what to do, right? So like call to action button, has been proven to increase conversions by a lot. You're going to get a lot more clicks and also a lot more leads by just putting a simple call to action button. So, have the action that you want people to take, right? Either sign up or learn more. Yeah, because otherwise they will just see it as another pretty picture on their newsfeed, and they will just like skip your ads, right? So always have call to action button. This is like one of the most important elements in your ad copy, in your Facebook ads. I mean, so yeah, that looks really great. You have image, you have headline, you have title, and then you also have the call to action button,
Okay,
right?
perfect. And then you just click
So
place
cool.
order.
And then, yeah, you can just place order.
Okay, cool. All right, perfect.
Yeah. So how is that, guys? Like, type in the chat box if you think that you can do this. Just type in yes, I can do this. Okay. Well, yeah, that's cool. Okay. Um. Okay, great. Yeah, a lot of you, Jill, Patricia, Reza, Mary Lee, Ola, Femi, Anthony, Bruce, Adrian, Frank, Timothy, Ray. Hey, cool. So yeah, Steve, how is it?
Yeah, looks great. Looks good. A lot of people are saying, yeah, they can do it. So I'm really excited. I just switched the presenter back to you. You got it?
Um, yeah, let me just yeah, show my screen again.
You guys,
Can you see my screen?
Yep. Hey guys, even if this does look a little difficult to you, obviously when Adeline and I first got started, or anyone got started with Facebook ads, of course it's going to look a little foreign to you. But the best way for you to get good with Facebook ads is, number one, to find a mentor, somebody who's already successful with it, and partner with them so that you can avoid all the mistakes that they made. And number two, which is the most important, is just take massive action and start doing it yourself. Now, if you run into a problem where your account gets shut down, don't worry about it, because you're always going to be able to make a new Facebook account, and that's just part of the learning experience. But if you want to avoid getting your account shut down and you want to fast track your success, then you definitely need to find a mentor, somebody like Adeline who can show you how to be successful with Facebook ads, and you can avoid all the mistakes that they've already made. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so that's how you place Facebook ads. So now, like, it's pretty like a quick run through, and that's okay if you don't really get it the first time. But it's not that difficult. But guys, like, what's more important than knowing how to place an ad? It's really like, what are the important elements that you need to pay attention to make sure that you have winning campaigns, right? So in this slide, I'm going to share with you like the 5-step winning formula that I have personally used to ensure that my campaign is always profitable, right? So the first thing that you need to make sure is laser target your audience, right? Again, although we have like a really great offer, if you actually present your offer in front of the wrong audience, like, you're not gonna get any sales, right? No matter how great the offer is. So always laser target your audience. Identify who your ideal customer avatar is and laser target them on Facebook. As you can see, it's not that difficult. And then second is really select the right images. right? The purpose of images in your ad, not just Facebook ads, but pretty much in any form of traffic, is really twofold, right? The first thing is that you really want to attract eyeball, especially Facebook is an interruption marketing. Like, people don't go to Facebook to basically buy stuff, right? They just go there to socialize, to network, catch up with friends and family, to see what they're up to. So you really have to you really need to interrupt them with captivating images. Otherwise, they will just overlook your ads, right? So first, the purpose of the image, you want to have an image that will attract eyeballs, lots of eyeballs into your ad, right? To your ads. Now, attracting eyeballs is just not enough, right? Because you can simply put, a picture of hot single guy or sexy lady by the beach. That kind of images will definitely, I can bet with you, bring a lot of eyeballs into your ads. But whether they will click on it, or they will, or even if they click on it, whether they will opt in, basically whether they will go further into your funnel, it's a different story, right? So you want to have images that are really attractive, captivating, but also images that will pre-qualify your audience, right? So as you see, like, if you have a picture of seminar room, people in a seminar room, like, it really pre-qualifies the audience, right? You're really attracting people who are serious about the business, people who are really serious about investing in themselves, and that's why they go to seminar. That's why they spend 2 hours or even just one weekend of their time to go and invest in themselves, in their education, because they see that as a very important factor to take their business to the next level, because they realize that it's going to cost them a lot more by spending a lot more time trying to learn all this by themselves. And why not just learn from someone who has already got the results, someone who are proven, to basically help them get to their goals, right? So again, it's very important to select the right images. The third one is that you really want to craft compelling ad copy, right? An ad copy that basically talks to the audience. Ad copy that simply resonate with the people who see your ads, your target audience, right? And how do you do that? It's very simple. All you need to do is that you need to talk their language. And how do you talk their language? Is by understanding what they're struggling with, understanding what their pain points are. Right? So if you know this and you can integrate that into your ad copy, then I can assure you that you will do very well. Right? Again, know your numbers. Now, this is I would say why most people also fail, because they don't really know their numbers. Most people will just like, okay, I have an ad spend of, this is my budget, like say $1,000. I'll just go and spend it. I'm just going to run ads, and I will just be happy with whatever registrations I have. And guys, that's not really the way you want to do paid advertising, right? You really want to know your cost per registrations, your cost per ticket sold. You really need to track all this, right? Because you need to monitor this. You need to know, because if you don't know your numbers, you cannot really improve your campaign. Like, you cannot improve on something that you cannot measure, right? So there's a very simple proven technique on how you can take the data that you have gathered from your campaign and use that to project and manipulate your end results. So you can ensure that for every dollar that you put in, you're gonna make more than $1 back. So guys, like, if you haven't done this, please, do not just simply set your budget and you turn the campaign on and you go away on holiday or something like that, not even caring about how your numbers is doing each day, right? So please pay attention to your numbers, because this is how you're going to be able to do well in your paid advertising. And last but not least, you really need to be friends with Facebook inside out. Again, you really know what Facebook likes. You really need to know what their terms and conditions. You really want to operate within that TOC, right? Do not upset them, because they can easily if you don't do things right, your account might be compromised. But again, it's not that difficult. If you just really follow their guidelines, you'll be okay. And that's what I've been doing for the past 18 months. And again, Facebook is all about providing users experience. So you really have to have a good fan page that you want to post regularly on your fan page, and you don't want to basically just create it to just run ads, because if there's no engagement, there's no good content, then Facebook basically feels like you're just creating that fan page not really to provide value to people, but just to run ads, right? And that's one of the reasons why people can easily get shut down. And also, be careful with your landing page as well. Always put the legal information, and those are the two most common reasons. And you really want to stay within their terms and conditions. And even if you get shut down, and it's really not the end of the world, because I remember when I got my first account shut down in August last year, after running 2-3 weeks of advertising, I was just really devastated. Like, seriously, I couldn't do anything for 24 hours. Like, it felt worse than a heartbreak. I don't know if you ever had a heartbreak, but it just felt worse than that. It's just I was just really shocked, and I almost gave up. I told myself, maybe I should really just leave Facebook and not do that. And guys, when you ever encounter a problem, focus on not the problem, but really focus on the solution, right? So if I would give up back then, I wouldn't be here today. So again, every time you face problems, it's really not the end of the world. There's always a solution to every problem, and one of the best and quickest way is really to find someone who knows what they're doing, right? Someone who have done this successfully, and ask them for help and ask them for tips and advice. And that's what I did, right? And then I learned a lot from my mistakes. I made a lot of mistakes, and don't be afraid to make mistakes, because that's the best way you're gonna learn. And now I pretty much know what to do and what not to do, and what I should do if I ever get my accounts banned. So again, keep it simple. It's really to create a winning campaign, you just really need these 5 steps, right? Again, when
we keep getting this question, you can just touch on it real quick. Well, number one, how long before an event do you start promoting it? And number two, do you run it under your personal name or under a brand name?
Okay, yes, Steve, that's a really good question, but let me just go through the slides, and just keep that questions in mind, and I'll cover that at the end. How does that sound? Yep.
Sounds good.
Okay, cool. Okay, so basically this is I talk about knowing your numbers. These are the important parameters, and again, I don't really reveal these numbers, and this is the first time in this webinar I actually shared with you, right? So you really want to pay close attention. So people click on your ads, and then they become leads, and they become registrants, and they go to the event, right? They become an attendant, and then some of them will go and buy the HBS tickets, and then they will go to HBS, and they will buy MLR, Titanium, Platinum, and Diamond, right? So again, what you really want to know is that what are the numbers, what are the typical conversions, and if you know, if your numbers is out of this range, then you're really doing something wrong. If it's below this range, then you're doing something wrong. If it's above this range, then congratulations, you're really doing very well with your advertising, right? So again, I want to give you this as a guideline, and I hope this really going to help you. You can see all the numbers in here, and just pay attention on this when you're doing your advertising. Okay, so just I was really excited because about a week ago, one of my team member, David Mitchell from Victoria, Australia, David is at one of my first platinums, and I met him at the Home Business Summit in Sydney, right? The first time that I promoted, and he was an MLR, and he went to the event, and he he basically saw the potential of the business and he decided to invest in platinum. Like that's when he was sure about, yeah, this is definitely the right business that I should be part of. And that's again, like for the first time, I really saw like the power of the live events, like how it really has a like super high conversions, like because like it really affects people's decisions a lot in investing in like a large sum of money into a business that they believe in, because it really shows the potential. Right, and that's where I met Dave for the first time, and Dave is one of my team members who have really, I really admire him a lot. Like he has taken a lot of massive action. He's gone far from where he started, and the most exciting thing is that a week ago, no, actually a couple of weeks ago, I was sharing with him. I taught him basically a simple funnel that and the strategies that I've been using for my advertising, and Dave has never done this before, and pretty much within 2 weeks after implementing what I taught him, he was just excited, and he said like, hey Adeline, I did like I was promoting this event in KL, and then the event's finished on Thursday. And then I didn't think about it. Actually, I almost forgot about it. And a couple of days later, he actually found the commissions for a HBS ticket in his back office, and it really just like boost up his belief system. Like he's just much more confident now. Like he has always been, in the past, like he took massive action, but now, like I can see that he's going a long way. Like he's going to promote multiple events. He's going to spend like a pretty good sum, and I have no doubt that he's going to appear in the leaderboard like pretty soon, because just basically again, he's not special. He's just like someone who took massive action. He implemented what I taught him, and like no surprise, like that's just like how people will get results, right? So David, congratulations. I'm really happy for you. Again, like now, that is like I really like hearing this from like the people that I have helped with in the past. Not long after David messaged me, and another friend of mine, also someone who I have helped with, Josh, right? Josh said that, Helen, how are you? Like, I haven't heard from Josh for quite a while, and he just basically said, "Oh, I hope you you've been well. I just want to let you know that I received my first HBS ticket for London, right?" And he said it hasn't showed up yet, but it has now. But I could feel like his excitement. Just like he has never really done this before, and and just to be able to get results in a such short period of time, without having to do any videos, blogging, complicated sales funnel, just to be able to do this, I was just really happy for him, and just to be able to share his success and help other people to achieve the same results. Yeah, it's just like really rewarding, and I also have no doubt that just guys, like when you achieve success once, like all you have to do is just repeat it and scale it, right? So from like David, Josh, I have no doubt that like if they're taking massive action and be consistent with what they're doing, they're gonna get consistent results. So I'm just so happy, and it doesn't end there, because another lady, this pretty young lady, Tiffany, she also sent me a message, like pretty much those three guys at about the same time. And like Tiffany has a bit of experience before in paid advertising, and her result was like really impressive. She said that, Alan, I spent not a much, like less than $100. That's what she said to me. And she made her first HBS sale, and also like 3 MTTBs from the I Am Freedom campaign that she did. So again, I was just like very happy for her. Like she said that she tried, she's been like doing paid advertising for quite a number of years. I would say like more than 5 years, and she said that she really hasn't really found much success. And I was just really happy just to be able to see her get results. Actually, this is a very amazing results, and I know that there's this HBS in KL happening this week, and I'm just really excited to see how David and Tiffany and a few other of my students go at the event, and yeah, I'm just super excited for them. So yeah, it's really cool, and it's just like really rewarding. Now, disposable income. you guys might wonder what this is. Hang on, what is this, right? So okay, guys. So on my screen. Um, okay, sorry. Okay, disposable income. All right, so now the question is it okay if people dip into their savings, leverage credits, and spend quite a good sum of money that they don't really have to buy your product right now? If you're like, there's a chance to change their life. Now, guys, think about it. When I first started, I just lost my job and I didn't really have a lot of cash. I don't have any confidence in this business because like I was just someone who didn't have any experience, right? I didn't have any big brands. I didn't have any warm market that I could tap into. But I really don't have them to buy like titanium, platinum, and let alone diamond. And on top of that, I really don't want to pay for paid traffic because I'm just too afraid to lose the money because I don't have much cash, right? So, but again, what happened is that I set aside that thought and I told myself, if I didn't make a choice, if I didn't make a change right now, nothing's going to change. Nothing's going to change. I was just going to be stuck, unemployed, and although even if I had a job, I wouldn't be able to scale my income. It's going to take me probably 10 to 20 years of exceptional performance for me to actually achieve that result, assuming that I didn't get laid off, right? And I was just so sick and tired having other people to control my financial life and my financial future. So I really decided to make a choice, and I said that I'm gonna give it a go because life is all about experience. And I ended up making the choice. I made the decision to change my life, and I see that as more like an investment rather than an expense. Like I'm gonna spend this much, but I know I could see the potential, how it's gonna change my life, how it's gonna give me like time, location, and financial freedom. And looking back, I never really regretted a single second how my life has changed right now. Like if I didn't make that choice, I probably wouldn't be here today. So okay, so again, what we have covered in the past hour. Now, let me know in the chat box if you agree that it has been time well spent so far. Has it been time well spent so far? Type in the chat box if you think it has. Okay, yeah, Emily, Francis, Martha, Harani, Diane, Vicky, Timothy, Courtney. Okay, that's cool. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I really hope what I shared today with you help you. It could help you in your business. All right. So again, guys, I would really love to cover a lot more with you. There's a lot of other things that I can't cover because we've gone for about an hour. Again, like the time is very limited. It's very hard for me to do everything in 1 hour. Even if we had all day, it's still not enough. But basically, I share with you some of the key points that that I hope like it can give you some aha moments, right, from this webinar. Now, again, like I have this special offer. So like if you're interested, that if you can get everything you need to know about like how I do my advertising and how like average people like Tiffany, Josh, Denise, David, and also Donnie, can duplicate the exact same thing that I did to get results, then if you act fast, I'm going to give you a very, very special deal again, just at this webinar. And for those who know me, I don't really do a lot of webinars. Yeah, I don't do a lot of webinars. So again, like, this is just a really special invitation from Matt and Ross, to do this webinar and to share with you guys. So again, old habits die hard. Now that you have discovered my 3 big secrets, I would like to extend my invitation to you to take your Mobe business to the next level. And again, this invitation is really for everyone. Everyone can be eligible for this, because again, it doesn't take. You don't need to have any experience. You don't need to have a big brand sales funnel or whatever. You can start from scratch, just like what I did 18 months ago when I had nothing. And you will be thrilled, just like myself, how I didn't expect that any of this would happen to me back 18 months ago, as someone who really just like started from scratch. Because you too will actually be amongst the top earners. Some of the highest paying earners, some of the people that you can like really hang around with, like Shakir Hussain, John Chow, and even Matt Lloyd himself, just like to be able to to progress and make a change in your life. It's already rewarding enough for me. Yeah, imagine like how would you feel to be able to stand amongst these top earners and just exchange ideas, and now instead of being students of them, you're becoming friends of them. Right now, at last, I really want to share with you one of the most cutting-edge, advanced, step-by-step system for getting people to attend IMF and HBS events, so they can buy MLR, titanium, and platinum. Right. So this is a brand new release. We have just revamped the whole course. Just update you guys on what's working right now, and also like a lot of the strategies that I'll be sharing, will be sharing. It's pretty much like evergreen. We're not teaching basically actual tips and tricks that just going to last this year, but basic core principles that you can apply now in the future, not just on Facebook, but also on like any paid traffic sources that you're going to do. Right. So like, yeah, we'll focus on sharing with you what is evergreen, like what like the core principles that's going to help you with your business, instead of like something that's going to get outdated the next year. And again, I never have done anything like this before. Like I haven't never really created anything like this before, and today is actually the first official day of release that you will be able to take advantage of this and make a change in your business and in your life. Right. Now a lot of you might wonder, okay, so Adeline, like, tell me more about it. Like, what am I going to get from this? Okay, the first thing that you're going to get from this course is really like 4 power-packed Facebook advertising masterclass modules. Basically, I'm going to cover all the specifics to IMF and HBS promotions and live events marketing using Facebook. Right, I'm going to explain to you what the business model is like, some of the numbers. I'm going to share you my Facebook advertising strategies. And then also, like, I'm going to show you step by step on how you can actually create a funnel, a simple funnel, but with a couple of tweaks, you can actually create a funnel that converts. The funnel that will get people to actually reach out to you instead of you having to chase after them. The funnel that will actually position you without having to do a lot of complicated videos, brandings, and taking hours and hours to write the emails. And again, the second thing that I'm going to give you is my top proven converting swap file of copy, paste, plug and play ads. Right, so I'm going to give you the text, the images, the landing pages, basically everything A to Z. Right, you're going to have all those things in a swap file, all done for you, handed on a silver platter for you to use and deploy. Again, this itself is going to save you a lot of time, a lot of money, just basically taking what's already working. Right. The next thing is I'm going to give you 7 plug-and-play profit-proven to convert cold leads into red-hot attendee buyers email follow-up campaigns. And again, I talk about it. You really, in your email follow-up, you really want to position yourself, right? You don't want to come across as someone who's trying to chase after them, because no one likes to get sold to. People prefer that they would look up to someone who they feel that they can provide value, right? Change their life, help them change their business and their lives. So there's a very simple way and like a couple of tweaks that you need to make in your email follow-up campaigns on how you can position yourself to get people to reach out to you and also increase conversions, right? And then last but not least, this is one of the most important, I would say, like also valuable things that you're going to get, is the 3 months ongoing online exclusive support mastermind, right? So you're going to get your ads basically critiqued by myself for 3 months, right? So in this support mastermind group. Now, I would, if I had to, if this was offered to me back then a couple of months ago, I would just get this for the support itself, because a lot of people just get left after they get something, they just get left by themselves. No one's really there to give them feedback or where they went wrong, and basically they're left alone in the dark. And I don't want that to happen. Like, I really want to see you guys get results, just like how I want to see David, Tiffany, Josh, Donnie get results, and how I'm just really happy to be able to play a small part in make a difference in their lives, and also Steve as well, right? Okay, so okay, so okay, so this itself, it's gonna have a total value of about $11,000, right? Who else has used this special promotion, proven promotion? Like the Mobe $1 million top earners, like Matt Lloyd, Shakir Hussein, and also it ranges from people who have a lot of experience to people who are brand new, like you saw before, David, Tiffany, Josh, Donnie. People that have never had the success, and it will work for you too, because I have seen, again, I'm not like trying to exaggerate things, but I really speak based on the results that a lot of people around me have got by implementing what I taught them, and I'm just really happy that it really works. It's something that duplicatable. It's not just something that I could do just to achieve results. Again, my private 2 to 10K high-end coaching clients, people who actually paid me this much to have a one-on-one coaching sessions, right? And yeah, you're gonna get all the exact same information handed to you on a silver platter. Now, I had 2 choices. Basically, the first option is, to go as cheap as possible and try to sell as many as possible. Right? Now, it wouldn't incentivize me really to stack the value, right? Now, the second option that I have is, it requires a little higher investment, but in exchange, I can devote more resources to guarantee your success, right? So, for me, I would go for the second option, because, I really want to provide all the resources that you need to guarantee your success. Now, again, I just want to talk a bit about David, right? Again, I think he's one of the most outstanding person that I've ever met, and I talked a bit about him before, but David is, you can see that he's probably one of the most senior member in Mobe. I think he's 65 years old. Right? David came up to me and I talked to him, tell me about your stories, and he said that he was really frustrated with what he was doing. He was not happy at his job, and he had a mortgage to pay. He was really frustrated. He doesn't feel appreciated, by his boss, right? So that's why that's what he got him to actually start online marketing. He was researching, and for he said quite some time, and he decided to join Mobe as his first business venture. And he's never done any business whatsoever before, just like me. He didn't have any list, any friends that are interested. He didn't have any, basically, like I could relate to what he went through because I was like that. Right? And but the most impressive thing to me and what I realized is that age doesn't matter. Like you don't discriminate people, you don't judge them, whether they're like 18-year-old that they're too young for this, or they're like 65 years old that you feel like, hey, they're gonna be too old for this. David's just like, he has proven me that anyone can do this, as long as you really take action and follow the instructions. Again, I told you, like, I believe that he will go a long way. He might start at the age of 65, but it really doesn't stop him from taking action. He believes in it himself. He's seek for the right information, right coach, right mentor, and he'll go and get results, right? And that's what I see. One common thing that I saw in people who are successful, no matter like they're young, like Steve, or like they're like David, more senior, but it's just possible, and it has been really eye-opening to me, like that this is possible for everyone. So again, Dave, I'm really proud of you, and I'm really proud of everyone of you who got results in the past couple of weeks, and I'm just so happy that that you can find a breakthrough in your business. So again, guys, I'm gonna recap. This is what you're gonna get, right? So first is a 4 power pack Facebook advertising masterclass modules to show you how to do IMF and HBS promotions and live event marketing. It's not gonna be over flooded with like information, because again, I believe in keeping things simple. I believe in, I don't want to give you unnecessary information that it was just going to overwhelm you, right? I'm just going to keep it simple, step-by-step action plan, step-by-step videos. Look over my shoulder. I'm going to hand hold you. You're basically you're going to be able to follow that and implement that in your marketing campaigns. Second thing, I'm going to save you a lot of time, mistakes, and money by giving you the plug-and-play ads, text, images, funnel, pages, everything A to Z done for you, right? That you can just take from that silver platter to use and deploy. And again, I'm going to save you even more time, even though like the funnel doesn't take a lot of time to set up, but again, it takes some skill to write some email copy, and also the follow-up that is going to position yourself as expert, as someone that people can look up to, people who can trust, and people who can follow, right? So I'm going to give you the exact email follow-up that I use, that you can just like change the name, change the story to your story, and you don't really even have to think. It's something that like I spent maybe about an hour each to write a good email, but I know this is something that you just do it once and you can leverage it for the rest of your campaigns. And again, the support group, this is something that I'm really passionate about, because I'm really passionate about helping you get results, and you're going to be able to interact with a few other members, select members that are going to participate in this program as well. So again, one of the great things that you can do, and one of the great things that Josh, Steve, and David was able to leverage on is basically to be able to get to show their ads to me and get critiqued by me, and just to be able to realize where they actually went wrong, right? And for them to be able to quickly go back to the right path and just spend their dollar on the right things, the dollar well spent, basically. Right? Again, all this total value is $11,000. Now, again, for the first 20 people that are going to take up this offer, I have like a really cool bonuses for you to that you're gonna get, right? The first thing, the cool bonus that I just like, it took me some time to actually strike this deal, right? And you're not gonna see this deal ever in some other webinars, even if I will do another one. The first thing is that you're gonna have like free funnel hacking 90 minutes workshop by mystery Mobe top earner Mr. X. Now it really took me some time to convince this mystery guest to actually come and share like 90 minutes of his time to show you like how you can funnel hack your business basically in this 90 minutes. Now I focus a lot, like, so the whole course is basically focusing a lot on traffic, right? Traffic, paid traffic, and then like, and what you want to do is that if you can like make some simple tweaks, and if you can like optimize your funnel a little bit more, that's going to increase your conversion by a lot for the same dollar spent, right? So again, I would focus your time more on the traffic. I would advise you to focus more of your time on the traffic, but if you can get this information 90 minutes for free that you can also implement not just in your funnel, your I Am Freedom HBS promotions, that it's going to help you with your other funnels, I wouldn't miss this out for the world, right? And to have someone who has results to show this with you and to show this to you is, I would say, it's like really valuable. So again, this is only for the first 20 people who wants to get this, who wants to participate, to be part of it. I'm gonna hook you up with this special training. It's gonna be a small workshop. Again, just for the first 20 people. I'm not gonna give it out to more than that, because I really want to keep the group small, and only this first 20 people is going to have access to this like secret valuable information that's going to help skyrocket your conversions. All right, now bonus number 2, I'm going to give you my closely guarded $1 million SWOT file. Copy paste my ads to Facebook promotion success, and also some other SWOT files that I have right now. I have like I have like about 12 of them, and all of you can get this for free just for the first 30 people, because I don't want to share this too many, because it's going to dilute the value. You're basically going to have a lot of my cheat sheets, a lot of my ad copy, SWOT files, my Facebook posts that you can just like, you don't have to spend time thinking about what to write. You can just like plug and play. A lot of them, something that I spent weeks and weeks to create, but you can leverage this for free. But again, I'm just going to give it away to the first 30 people. Right now, the other cool thing is that you can get these unlimited free updates. So I'm going to update it over time. So yeah, and you don't have to pay an extra cent to get these updates. Now the bonus number 3 is that I'm going to have an exclusive online mastermind support. Again, instead of 3 months, you're going to get this unlimited free updates, basically pretty much for a lifetime. So again, this bonus is only for the first 50 people. Now, if you are not part of the 50 people, then you're going to only have 3 months access to this support group. All right, so again, let's get you started today. I'm going to repeat it again. This is basically what you're going to get. You're going to get 4 Power Pack Facebook Advertising Masterclass modules valued at $5,000. You're going to have my proven converting SWOT file of copy and ads that you can just plug and play. You don't have to think about how to write the copy. And some of these ads basically has given me like really great inspirations on creating one of the most compelling ads that have given me like good results in pretty much a lot of the countries and the places that I have promoted. So again, you're gonna have my email follow-up campaigns, the exact email follow-ups, and with all the videos that you can leverage, the videos in the email follow-up that I don't really give away. Some videos that I personally shot by myself that you can actually just easily leverage without ever to have spent your time creating those videos yourself. And then okay, and then you also will have like 3 months exclusive support to the mastermind. where you can basically ask me anything and get your ads reviewed by me, so that you don't have to spend a lot of times trying to figure out what went wrong. Right? Again, like for the first 20 people, you're gonna get the funnel hacking 90-minute private workshop with $1 million earner, Mr. X. I'm gonna limit it to just like strictly to 20 people. And the bonus number 2, you're gonna get my $1 million swap files, but like you're gonna get unlimited free updates for lifetime, pretty much, valued at $2,000. And then the last one is gonna get exclusive online mastermind support with unlimited free updates. You can be part of the support group for a lifetime, and that itself is valued at $2,000. Again, guys, support is something that's really important. I don't want to leave you alone once you get this course and then you just don't really know what to do, and if you get stuck, you have nowhere to ask and nowhere to help. So all of this is really valued at $18,000, right? Now imagine this: if all this did was to bring 4 HBS tickets per month, right? Would it be worth it? If every single month you can get 4 HBS tickets. Now, if you think about it, it's not too hard if they have lots and workshops, right, every single month around the world, right? And out of these 4 HBS tickets, if you look at the conversion stats, like if you can get 2 extra MLRs every month and 1 titanium or even 1 platinum, which is very possible per month, now would it be worth it to you? Right? And what about on top of the commissions that you can make, like what we did, what we got, winning a share of $20,000 contest prizes? Would it be worth it? Imagine like in every single month you can get, say, at least, like if you can get 4 tickets, you can get $750, $1,000 that will help a lot in your advertising campaign. Would it be worth it? Right, so what's this is all worth to you? 1 HBS ticket per week, right? 5K, 10K, 20K, more. Now, how much would you pay to actually get these results, right? How much would you pay to get access to all this? Now, you can see like why others are paying me as much as $2,000 up to $30,000 just to get a tiny snippet of my expertise in this area. Now, it came because a lot of heartache, headache, and basically hassles. People just like pretty much they bang their heads on a wall and they just couldn't figure it out how to really make this work. Again, all it's simple. That's basically like a proven secret formulas that you can use basically to duplicate the success and results that we have achieved. And now today you're going to get to shortcut your learning curves a lot by actually getting this system that you can simply, easily leverage, right? Now, I guess, well, Shaq's not gonna be too happy, if I say this, but I asked like, hey, can you please give me a video testimonial for my webinar, because I really want to share this with the people, and just to show what's possible. So Shaq basically, he came to me, he asked me for advice on how he could get started on promoting events, because this is one of the things that he said he would like to focus on. And and then recently in October, he came second place right after me, right? So like he was pretty excited about that, and let's just hear what he has to say.
Hey, my name is Shakir Hussain, and I am a Mobe $1 million top earner. I've generated over $2.2 million with Mobe, and I can tell you right now, when it comes to learning how to promote events, IMF events, the HBS events, there is no one better to learn from than Adeline Sugianto. I know this because I've experienced firsthand how she's been able to pull 5-figure weekends, 5-figure big fat 5-figure paydays by simply promoting simple little funnels that lead to big ticket commissions. So if you're interested in learning how to promote live events, you're interested in promoting how to make automated commissions simply by using simple, easy to follow sales funnels, and you're interested in learning how to grow your Mobe online business, I can't recommend Adeline highly enough. Go ahead, get started right now with all of the stuff that she shares. If she offers something for sale, coaching, services, traffic, anything at all, I strongly recommend that you take her up on it. Go ahead and get started, and I'll speak to you soon.
Okay, cool. Like Shaq actually never really gives anyone a testimonial, so I really, really appreciate it. That he's doing all this and go all out just to to really just share his results. And I know that he's on a webinar right now. I saw his name on the list, and Shaq, I hope you hear this, and I just want to tell you like how much I really appreciate you. I know that you have mentored me a lot, and it's just like a privilege to be able to share what I know, stuff that could actually also help you in your business. So thank you. All right, so again, if you were paid $2,000 to learn all this, and then you simply make $10,000 a month, right? How would you feel about it? Like if you were to pay $20,000 to learn this, and then you made $10,000 in a month, if you can do it like pretty much every single month, consistently, repeatedly, how is it going to change your life? Like, would this be worth to you now and over the next 12 months, right? Now, you can see why it's a good deal at 20,000, because if you can make, even just like $5,000 a month, you're going to make that back in a few months. Now, again, I'm not going to charge it that expensive because I know that I want to reach to more people. Not everyone can basically spend $20,000, and I don't really do one-on-one because it's just not the best use of my time. But guys, like, I really want to help you out. I really want to share some of my secrets, most of my secrets with you, and how you can actually duplicate my success using this like simple step-by-step funnel that you can easily leverage and get results, right? So I'm thinking of charging this maybe like $4,000, because if you can make $4,000 or $5,000 in a month, then you can easily make this back, right? Just in a month, right? So like you see David Joss, Tiffany got results within the first 2 weeks. Now, because you're a special Mobe client, Matt Lloyd, myself, and Luke Lim, we had a chat about this like not long before the webinar. And we have something like totally crazy for you. And this is something that, again, I only offer this at this webinar. All these bonuses, all these like perks, just because I really wanna. This is the first day of launching this product, and I really I want to appreciate you guys, people who take action, people who spare 2 hours, 3 hours of their time just to listen to the webinar, and like you guys are really serious about making a change in your life. So you see, like, the more you promote IMF and HBS events with total clarity, guidance, and success, the more Mobe as a business grows, right? And you can see that this is really a win-win situation for everyone, because like this benefits you, me, and everyone in Mobe, because there are now more success stories. Now, because of this reason, this is why for you, instead of charging $3,000, $4,000 for the general public, now I'm thinking of doing it like for $3,000, but maybe not, because again, guys, like, I really want to make it this affordable to you guys. I really want to provide like really good value for you. I really hope that this, what I'm about to share you, that in this program, that you can just take your time, watch it step by step, and on your own pace. It's basically pretty much all the secrets that I have, like all the things that I have trialed and errored, things that I have learned, and all the mistakes that I made. I want to give it all to you. I can't cover it all in this webinar in 1 hour or even one day, but I really want to make it accessible to a lot of you guys. So, and then I was thinking, okay, maybe $2,000, maybe $2,000, right? So if you can make 4 or 5 grand back, this is really just 50% of the investment that you have to fork out is just basically 50% of what you could potentially make back. But then, I would say, no, like seriously, I was just gonna make it really, really affordable for you guys. If you get started right now, I'm gonna give this all to you for like $1,000. Like all the core offers, like the email follow-up campaigns, the plug and play ads, the 4 module courses, and as well as the online mastermind support group for $1,000. And then, again, for the first 20 people, you're gonna get access to the private one-time 90-minute workshop with $1 million top earner Mr. X. And then, for the first 30 people, you're gonna get basically $1 million SWOT file, unlimited updates for lifetime, and also the online support group. It's all for $997. Go to this website right now if you're interested to secure your seat. Go to mobe.com/Facebook and reserve your order right now. Now, again, on top of that, again, I really just want to be all out. I want to give you pretty much everything that that I have documented and everything that I have learned in this past 18 months, right? Now, I'm gonna give this fast action ninja bonus, what I call it, Facebook immune system cheat sheets. Now, I know a lot of you are scared, super scared about advertising on Facebook, getting your accounts banned. To be honest, it's not that scary, right? So, and then the knowledge that I have that I'm about to share with you in this is something that I really had to learn and go through a lot of pain and heartache, really, because every time my account got banned, I would be just like pretty sad, but it doesn't stop me from trying. I would just figure out, hang on, okay, so what actually I did wrong, and I would go back, I would document it, and said, okay, this is what caused me to get banned, and next time, I would not do this same mistake again, right? So like you're gonna get all these cheat sheets on how not to get banned on Facebook as much as you can. Now the thing is that even if you get banned, right, I'm gonna share with you in this Facebook immune system cheat sheets step by step on how you can get back up and running again in pretty much no time. There's like a simple trick to actually be able to do that successfully. Right? If you don't, like, you might be able to create a new account, but in 1 or 2 or 3 days you're gonna get shut down again because you didn't set it up right. Now, this is something that I'm gonna give to you for the first 10 people. Right? This is something that I just pretty much just came, out of the blue. I didn't really want to put it because, but then I think like you guys should, like, you guys deserve this. So again, get started right now. It's $997. Click the button below. Go to this website if you're interested to secure a spot. Right now, if you had 2 choices, the first option, you can do nothing and simply just not take this leap of faith, which is 100% risk-free, right? And I'm going to tell you why. And the second option, you can pony up this small investment today and compare to all the value you'll get in return, and just really give it a shot. If this works great, then great. And if not, you can just ask for your money back and you'll get it. And you get to keep basically what you get, like all the courses, all the modules, all the bonuses. I'm not gonna ask it back from you, right? So feel free to keep it, right? Now, again, as I said, it's risk-free. It comes with 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you sign up today and if you don't like it for any reason, and I don't care if it's like 29 days, 23 hours, 59 minutes from now, just let me know, and we'll give your money back. Right, again, because I really care about, like, I really want you to get results, and that's all I care about. Right, so again, get started now by going here, go to mobe.com/Facebook and grab a copy right now. So Steven should be able to track who will be the first 20 people, who will be the first 50, and the first 30, and the first 10 who's going to get the special fast action bonuses. And now the real question is, is it worth gambling a few minutes of your time to check this out? Which, if it does even half of what I've claimed today on this webinar, it will pay for itself, 10 times over. Now you can go and try another opportunities, another offer that you can promote, and which can overwhelm you and get you stuck. But with this system, like you have the potential to basically unstuck, build momentum, and getting big Mobe commissions. Now imagine, let me just break down the numbers for you, right? So if you like didn't really see like how this is all fit together, now let me just break some numbers for you. If you can make, like realistically 2 MLR sales per month. Now I'm not talking about 10, 18, 15, just 2, right? And just 1 out of 3 MLRs upgrade to titanium. Now this is a pretty average statistics. Now if the conversions at live events normally higher than that, right? Imagine just 1 out of 3. If 1 of 3 MLRs go titaniums, you're gonna have 24 MLRs a year, and you're gonna have 8 titaniums a year, right? And each of them is gonna give you $3,300. Now imagine that like if 1 out of these 4 titaniums, will go to platinums. Again, I'm really being conservative with my numbers. Normally it's about half, but let's just say for whatever reason it's only 25%. Like at 5,500 each, right? So imagine how much are you able to make in 1 year. You're gonna be able to make extra $60,000, $67,000 in 1 year, right? So imagine you fork out $1,000 investment in yourself, in your education, and then you can make $60,000 back, and that's basically over 50 times ROI. Now, even if you did only half of that, so instead of like earning $67,000, imagine that you only earn like $32 at $32,000. It's still like a pretty good sum of money, and you still get like a very, very good ROI. Right? You're still looking at $34,000 over the next year. Now, okay, so let me show what to do next. Again, go to this link, mobe.com/Facebook, if you're interested to get a copy right now and claim your bonuses. All right, so a bit of recap. This is what you're going to get. You're going to get like 4 Power Pack Facebook Advertising Masterclass modules at $5,000 worth of value. You're going to get my proven converting swipe files of copy and paste ads. You're going to get 7 email follow-up campaigns that convert. 3 months exclusive support mastermind. All this valued at $11,000. And again, for the first 20 people, you're going to get funnel hacking 90-minute workshop with mystery Mobe top earners at $2,000 value, only for this first 20 people. And then you can get like my closely guarded $1 million swipe files with unlimited lifetime updates at $2,000 values. Right? You're going to get access to my online mastermind support, where you can actually ask me anything and get your campaigns personally reviewed by me for unlimited access for a lifetime. Again, value at $2,000. And the total value of all this is again at $18,000. If you didn't sign up immediately, now, I would say maybe you have a couple of reservations. Reason number 1, you're probably not sure how this all works. But again, I mentioned to you my trainings with a support group. You're going to have step-by-step over-the-shoulder training modules that will show you how it's done. Right? Even if you really don't get it, if you get stuck for whatever reason, you have access to me in a support group that you can basically ask me anything, even if you want me to review your campaign, and point out where you went wrong. Reason number 2, like you may think that you can't learn this or do this, right? Again, you can. and I have like living proof for that. Like, it's perfect for newbies. A lot of people who got results, like they just never done this before, like just like what I did 18 months ago when I first started myself. Right? And reason number three, it's too much money. And if you think like it's too much money, again, don't make the same mistakes that I did. I always see every money that I fork out always as an expense, that I always see that I'm gonna lose it. But as an entrepreneur, we should learn to think, seeing things as investment, right? So instead of seeing how much money I spent, how much money I invest. Like if I put in this much money, how much is it able to help me achieve my goals? Like how much money would be potentially able to make back, right? So if the potential return is a lot more than what the investment is, then I would have no doubt to actually fork out that investment. Again, I'm saving you 18 months of your learning curve, 18 months of me spending almost 6 figures in advertising, basically knowing what works, what didn't. And I don't want you to repeat the same mistakes that I made. Again, guys, I'm not anyone special. I'm really not, right? So again, I'm not good at blogging. I'm not really good at writing. I don't have the discipline to write, consistently. I just like, my mind just doesn't wire that way. And people might call me lazy, but no, it's just like I don't have the discipline to blog and to write. I'm not good at solo ads. I have a confession, I've tried solo ads when I first started, and because I didn't have like a good funnel. That's probably part of the reason why I hardly break even. And I don't know how many of you can relate to that. Again, I'm not a fan of making videos, because every time it takes me hours and hours to get one video done, because I was just such a perfectionist. I was like, oh, my hair is not good enough. Oh, my hair was messy. Like I sound funny. Like I had to retake. And people who helped me taking videos and photos, they would understand what I'm talking about. I've put them through a lot of pain, just because I asked for a lot of retakes. Again, I had one-on-one selling. I don't like it at all. I would just prefer spending my time learning traffic, generating more traffic, and let other people who are like much better at selling than me to actually do the actual work. Right? Again, I don't like to expose myself. Again, I could probably make a lot more than what I am right now, but I'm just someone that's just really shy, and people have been telling me, if you want to take yourself to the next level, you have to start branding yourself. But again, guys, this is one of my unique results. Like, I prove to people that you don't really need to have all this branding. If you're not comfortable with it, you can still make a pretty decent amount just on the back, basically being in the background, on the back scene, right? So again, I can still promote very simple funnels for the Mobe live events, but just by knowing a couple of simple strategies, and it's also proven that you can easily follow and duplicate my success. Simply just purely driving traffic. I didn't do a lot of manual follow-up. It's all like automated email campaigns. I didn't even call the leads up. I just leverage the system. All I do is just driving traffic, get people to sign up to my landing page, to register, and that's it. Right? So, drive traffic with a proven, time-tested, step-by-step strategies. And again, I'm gonna recap it. What you're gonna get. You're going to get 4 Power Pack Facebook Advertising Masterclass modules at $5,000 value. And then you're going to get my sort file of copy-paste ads of $3,000 value. You're going to get my email follow-up campaigns that convert, online support, mastermind group, and also a couple of bonuses. Bonus 1, again, funnel hacking 90-minute workshop with mystery Mobe top earners, where we're gonna go and investigate your funnel and and help you increase your ROI. For every dollar that you spend, if you have a good funnel, then it's gonna help you increase your ROI. Again, this is a really great complementary bonus for the main traffic module, the Facebook advertising modules that I'm about to give you. All right, bonus number 2, my closely guarded $1 million SWOT files with unlimited lifetime updates. You can have updates for a lifetime and also be part of the online mastermind support group with free unlimited updates, right? Again, total values of $18,000. Now, again, don't get left behind. Get started now for $997. And I just came up with something just in the last hour or so. I'm thinking, to include something else. Again, this is for the first 20 people because I really want to see how this work out. As you know, I'm a fan of paid traffic now. I always build my business on paid traffic again because it's measurable, scalable, and basically it's predictable, right? Now, what I'm about to give you is for the first 20 people. Again, Steve would be able to get a record of who are the first 20 people. As you know, that there is this it's really hot in the marketplace right now. Another traffic source that it's very it's getting a lot of popularity and also has been giving good results. Now, a friend of mine has achieved really great success. Advertising using YouTube, or they call it Google AdWords PPC, right? So for the first 20 people, I'm planning to hook you up either with, for a free workshop, or I'm going to give you a course that basically teach you how you can promote live events or promote your offer using YouTube PPC. Now, again, this is not some cheap courses that you could buy. We're gonna go into pretty much in-depth training on how you can do that. I want to see how it works out. And again, guys, I don't want to give out stuff that that has not been tested and that has not been proven, right? If I bring in something, I need to make sure that the guy who actually did it actually get good results. Now, recently at the HBS, he was able to get a pretty good upgrades, like titaniums and platinums from this traffic source. So that's why I kind of okay, maybe I could hook you up for the first 20 people to actually get access to this information. This is just something that I just came up recently, and I think it's going to be very valuable. Okay, so
Hey, Adeline,
cool.
real quick.
Yeah.
Perfect. Hey guys, we actually only have 5 spots left for the bonuses. I've never seen this many people take action on a webinar, so we do only have 5 spots left. So if you haven't already, just head over to mobe.com/FB. And I just wanted to jump in real quick and just say, my results and my experience with Adeline. When I first got started with Facebook, I had really no clue what I was doing. But after getting training and educated from Adeline, and when she talks about a 997 product, that's a very, very cheap price point after talking about something that she's put 15 months of her life into. So these are all her strategies, all her techniques, everything that she's done to successfully produce over $500,000 in Mobe commissions is in this exact product. And she's going to help you. Just that Facebook group alone, having the ability to be mentored by her, that is worth the 997 just by itself. To have somebody actually go into your ad campaigns and look at it and tell you what you're doing wrong and tell you how you can fix it. So that right there is just worth the entire product. Having a mentor, having somebody to show you hand by hand how to successfully promote Mobe live events. And that is why this product can be so powerful, because you're going to have somebody who's already successful, who's already gone through it, who's already had all the struggles and had all the successes. And she's literally going to show you step by step how you can achieve the same results that she's achieved by just using one traffic strategy, one platform, sticking with it, learning the ins and outs, and then being able to have, a $90,000 weekend. Just in Singapore a few weeks ago, an event that I was actually at, she made with her business partner, Luke, over $90,000 in event commissions. Now, $90,000 is more money than the average American makes an entire year. She made in 3 days because she simply mastered one strategy, one technique. And now she's going to literally show you step by step how you can master the same strategy and the same technique to achieve the same results. So, like I said, we only have 5 spots left. We might even have less. I haven't checked. But if you haven't already, just head over to mobe.com/FB and get started right now. Adeline, I think this is a one-time offer, right? We aren't gonna. This offer is gonna come down. All these bonuses and all this stuff is just for this webinar right here, correct?
Yeah, definitely just for this webinar because I really, as you can see, I really go all out. This is probably something that I would charge for like 10 grand, like with all the bonuses and stuff. But yeah, this is only for this webinar. Yeah, just to give this to you guys again because again, my time is also valuable and but at the same time, I would like to help you guys as much as I can. So again, this is really a one-time offer that I'm offering you guys, like with crazy, insane bonuses that I would outside this webinar I would probably charge like 10 grand for all this, and you're gonna get all this at 10% of the price. So again, and I don't do a lot of webinars, so normally people just message me if they would like to get some help, but yeah, so I really want to reach as many people as I can, just to get all these like bonuses, all these like tools, and done for you, plug and play for you to leverage this.
Perfect. Yeah, Adeline, we do only have 2 spots left now, so just 2 spots left for those bonuses, guys. And we are only going to keep this offer up for another hour or so after the webinar. So if you're having any payment issues or on mobile or something like that, just make sure you get to a computer as soon as possible and you get that sorted out. We do have 2 more spots here left for that bonus. And Adeline, do you want to take questions or do you have anything else?
Yeah, I'm happy to take any questions, if you guys have any. Yeah.
Perfect. I know a common question we were getting throughout the webinar is how, I mean, I know you're going to cover all of these questions that people have, in the actual Facebook group, a lot more in depth, with interaction and stuff like that. So, guys, if you have a question right now, but you've already bought the product, don't worry because you're going to get that one-on-one mentorship from Adeline in that Facebook group. But I do know, one of the common questions we got throughout the webinar was how far out do you start promoting events? How do you
Uh,
start? Do you start running ads? Yeah.
yeah, that's good. That's a good point. Now, you want to basically start. It depends on what your budget is, right? So if your budget is more like towards the like maybe $1,000 or less, then start 1 week before. But if you're on a bigger budget, then you can start not more than 2 weeks before, right? So yeah, 2 weeks when your ads is basically out. Now, I know like a couple of traffic sources, it might take some time to set up. It can take like up to a week. Like if you're doing like direct mail or like newspaper ads, then you basically want to get everything ready and have all your ads out, within 1 or 2 weeks before the events. Yeah.
Perfect. And then there was another question. It was I can't remember it off the top of my head, but guys, if you have any questions, just post them in the chat box here. And now just updating it one more time. We do only have 1 spot left now for the bonuses. So if you haven't taken action yet, just go over and do that right now, mobe.com/FB and secure that last spot. You'll still be able to get the course after the bonuses are tied up. But if you do want all of those bonuses she talked about, we do have just 1 spot left. And we got some questions about, what links do you recommend to use for your ad and what images and all that stuff. If you want to just touch on that real quick, but I know you're going to show them in the program, the exact images, text, ad copy, all that stuff broken down on what they should do for advertising. So guys, if you're not already getting consistent commissions in your Mobe business, if you're not already getting plenty of registrations for an I Am Freedom workshop event, then you need to change some of the strategies that you're using because clearly they aren't working. And with this program right here, normally I say just take action and don't buy programs. But for this program right here, this is really the step-by-step guide on how to implement Facebook advertising and promote Mobe live events. So what I would say for you is if you take action on this program, really take the information and then go take massive action with it and get some results because the results are something you can leverage, you can build on. So if you're not already getting consistent traffic, consistent leads, consistent sales, MLR, titanium, platinum, diamonds, then your strategy that you're using right now isn't working. So by learning from somebody who has already done it, by learning from somebody like Adeline, the exact strategies, techniques that she's used to do over $500,000 in commissions just from events, this is what you need to capitalize on. This is what you need to get. So just go to mobe.com/FB, and then right after you get the program, go through the information, digest the information, learn everything that's in there, be active in the Facebook group, follow up with Adeline, and take action and actually go out there and do it. Don't just leave it collecting dust in the corner. Actually take a lot of action on it. And the $997 that you paid for the course, will be made back many, many, many times over. That's not even one MLR sale right there. So, like I said, we do have one spot left with the bonuses here. So if you haven't taken action yet, just go over to mobe.com/FB. And I didn't see, I don't think I saw any more questions here. Do you post these ads from your personal page or from another account? You post those from your fan page, right, Adeline? You run
Um,
your fan page.
yeah. Yeah, I posted from, I think probably the question is like, do I use my name, like my Adeline Sugianto fan page, or like something else? You guys, it doesn't really matter. Actually, I found that maybe it will, no, actually I found that it could like gives you some bonus points if you use like your own, like a fan page with your own name, because then people see you as a real person, right? They don't see you as like some organization that might not exist, right? So like putting your contact details as well in your email follow-up, or even like a fan page, really helps just like to be more reachable, personable, right? So people like they feel like you're a real person. Like it really creates that trust. Yeah, but again, I told you I'm just really shy. I don't like to expose myself. I'm trying to learn to change that. But yeah, I just use like a organization name, like I am Freedom or Home Business Summit. But yeah, it doesn't really make a lot of difference. But I think if I have to say, I think using your personal one will give you some brownie points. Yeah.
Perfect. And then John is asking, what link do you recommend that they use in their ad, the landing page URL?
Or what link?
Yeah, he's asking what should he call his website?
Oh, okay. I would it to be honest, it doesn't matter so much, but again, you really want to have it like something that's professional and something somewhat relevant, right? So I have I have like something like I am freedom workshops.com, or internet freedom workshop, or like freelifeevents.com, or even like .co. I mean, try to get .com, because then like it just like adds credibility into it. But yeah, like don't like sweat too much over that. It's not very critical, as long as it's something that's professional. It's and also it's somewhat relevant. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that's all we got for questions here. Let's see. Do you prefer to use clicks to website or conversion ads?
Yeah, so that's like the two stuff that we're gonna cover in the modules. We're gonna do like the click to website. When you're first starting out, I would say just go with clicks to website. It's very simple. Just get your feet wet. But like once you get a hang of it, which is like it's not gonna take you a lot of time. I would say I would go with website conversion ads. It's just like slightly more complicated to set up, but it's not that complicated. That's what Dave has been using as well. David Mitchell, like he's using, like, yeah, I recommended using the website conversions ads, because like like their algorithm, Facebook algorithm, is basically optimized to show your ads in front of people who has the highest likelihood to opt in, like who are likely to opt in, right? So yeah, I would go with website conversion ads.
Okay, perfect. Yeah,
Yeah, you're gonna learn like step by step how to do that in the modules. for both type of ads.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. I mean, I know that I've personally seen this course myself, and I've gone through it, and the value that I got out of this course, it really taught me, the techniques and strategies on exactly what to do and how to do it. I was really lost when I first got started, but after getting a really good foundation from this course with additional mentoring from you, which I know you're going to give away, in the Facebook group, that's what allowed me to succeed. So guys, like I said, I mean, you really have the opportunity to partner with the number one affiliate in the entire company when it comes to promoting Mobe live events. You're going to get to partner with her with this product today. So, if you haven't already, I would take action and go over to mobe.com/FB and take action on that. And the bonuses that Adeline is talking about are only specific to this webinar. After this webinar is over, you will no longer be able to get those bonuses. So they are not listed on the order page, but we do have your information. So if you did get and take action on tonight's webinar, you will get all of those bonuses. And I believe, I believe we filled up spots on those bonuses, Adeline. I don't know if you want to open it up for just a couple more here.
Okay. Yes, Steve. Like again, I really, really want people to you know, to have access to the information. But again, I at the same time I have to be fair to those people who who paid and take action because I believe that they should be rewarded. So okay. After thinking, I would say I'm gonna open it up for 5 more spots.
Five more.
5 more spots.
So
Yeah.
one of those is already filled. So guys, we do have just 4 spots remaining, and Adeline is cutting it off right there. So if you're still on the fence, guys, take action, get the course, start implementing the course information, and you're going to get your money back time and time again. I mean, it's just one simple strategy. If you just learn one little strategy, it can result in one MLR sale, and you're already in the green. So, like I said, and I've been saying the whole time, if you aren't already getting consistent registrations and consistent sales in your business, then the strategy you're using is not working and you need to implement a new strategy. So why not take one that's already working and follow somebody that's already implemented this successfully and take action on that today? Facebook is one of the most targeted platforms out there. You can get endless leads, endless registrations, endless sales from Facebook, but there is a little bit of a learning curve behind Facebook, and that's why most people, they might start out and get their ad account shut down within a few days because they don't understand those little simple tricks that you need to master. So that's what this whole course is going to cover, and that's what the mentorship by Adeline is going to do. It's going to give you that extra edge over everyone else, that extra little tip that Adeline's using to succeed above the rest, and that's what you're going to get out of this. So, I'm super excited about this product. Adeline, thank you so much for getting on this webinar tonight. I mean, do you have anything else that you want to cover?
No, just like no, just like again, Steve, like you resonate with this a lot. Like I've seen how far you have come, from when I first met you in April, and you were like, as you said, you're pretty lost what to do, and you just like basically one thing that I saw from you, like you really take massive action, and that's what rewards you to where you are right now, right? And basically, like I'm really happy that you really took action on the information and the advice that I gave you, and I'm really really happy for you. So guys, like all these success stories that I showed you, they're just regular people. They came from different background, different age. Someone's young as Steve, and someone as senior as Dave, and all of them can duplicate the results by following a proven step-by-step system. So again, yeah, I would say, take action, and you have a chance right now to make a change, make a decision in your life. So yeah, go and grab it, because yeah, that's what one common thing that I see from all these success stories, that they take massive action, and and that's what I did as well in the past. So yeah, that's all, and yeah, I really appreciate you guys staying to until the end of the webinar. I'm just really happy to be here. Sorry, like it's taking like almost 3 hours of your time, but I'm really happy like a lot of you stayed until to this point, and you guys, and I wish you all the best in whatever you're doing in your business, and yeah, and I look forward to helping you.
Yeah, Adeline, thank you so much for getting on this webinar. I mean, guys, if Adeline could talk for 3 hours tonight, just imagine how much information you're going to get out of that course. We did go kind of long tonight, but I know every single one of you learned something. And just imagine if you can learn what you learned tonight in 3 hours, what you're going to be able to learn in the step-by-step course that Adeline created with Luke. So, yeah, Adeline, like I said the whole time, you've greatly helped me in my business and by promoting events. I learned everything that I do now from you and from the strategies that you taught me. So I'm forever grateful for that. And once again, thank you for getting on this webinar. Thank you for taking time out of your day to get on this webinar and share all this information with us. And I'm super excited for all the people who took action tonight. I know there's over about 40 to 50 people who took action on this webinar tonight. So they're definitely going to, be the up and comers in Mobe, and we're going to start seeing new names on the leaderboards, in terms of events. So yeah, Adeline, thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks, Steve, for having me, and thanks everyone. So yeah, speak to you soon.
Perfect. Talk soon. Thank you.
Yeah, bye.